He's like the
Friday Night Flies. We got a guest host in here tonight. Been a while since you tied a fly, hey Benny boy?
Been a while.
They call him Birkenhead Benny. Take it away, brother.
All right. I'm looking into this one.
Yeah.
Camera 1 and camera 2.
Yeah, we're high tech
Things
now,
that
man.
come
It's been
on.
a while since you've been.
Camera 1, camera 2. All right. Tonight we're going to tie up a fly called the sheet fly because it looks like sheet. You catch loads of sheet with it. And it acts as a stone fly, but if you get in the lake, you can kind of fluff it up, make it look a little more buggier, and it looks like a dragonfly. So it's good for all sorts of sheet too. All right, here we go. We got a size 8.
Okay, well, give me 2 seconds to change camera, man. Like, we don't have both rolling at the same time because that would just get confusing.
That would be high class.
That would be high
but
class.
This is low
split
class.
Screen. Right? You know what? I'm gonna look into that split screen. Maybe we can do 2 at once.
You could.
All right, well, there you are. You're at it.
Okay, we got a size 8 curved hook. Nice curve. Looks like a nice stone fly. We got a 5/32 Cyclops bead, and I'll break it down as we go. So what we're gonna do is just get a few wraps going on here. We're gonna stick a bunch of lead on there because this is a heavy fly. You want it right at the bottom of that river.
Yeah, you said something about fishing this thing with a strike indicator.
Oh yeah, you want to fish it on a long leader and tip it with a strike indicator, or you can put it on a sinking line and drift it in those big back pools, back eddies, and what have you. So I got a piece of lead wire I'm just wrapping on there. Give it a couple nice good wraps, and we're just gonna start wrapping that around that nice long hook. We're gonna leave a lot of space up there because we got a lot of material to tuck away in behind that bead, so don't worry if you don't get that lead wrapped on tight from the get-go. And we're tying this cold tonight. I haven't done any practice ones for like months.
Spend too much time fishing.
Yeah, you're
when you
losing
get
them.
time.
Got these forceps here. I'm just gonna pinch this lead down a bunch. What it does is flattens out, gives it a nice wide body.
You want a bigger pair of pliers to work?
No, this is doing it.
Does it?
This will do it. Now I'll just turn it sideways so you can see I kind of smushed her down a little bit. Makes it a little wider. Then I'm going to wrap on top of that. Get a couple good wraps on there because you don't want that lead turning on you. Messing up your presentation. I'm going to wrap a bunch of on behind that lead so it doesn't slide down the hook, even though it shouldn't because we wrapped a bunch on the shank. Okay, I'm going a little bit farther down the back of that hook so we can get the tail to tuck down nicely like those stone flies do when they're flailing away in that water. Now I got some pheasant tail. I know it is because it says so right on the package.
Pheasant tail?
So I got some pheasant tail here, and I'm gonna break it up a little bit. I might add a bit more after that, but I'm gonna take about a 1/4 inch and cinch her on there. I want a bit more than that. Let me take another snip. Yeah, these things imitate so many different things in the lake, in the river. It's pretty much the new woolly bugger of flies.
I was just going to say that.
Well, it's in the Kyoto
and before the woolly
Kyoto
bugger
agreement.
It was the Doc Spratley.
Yeah.
The locator fly.
All right, we got that pheasant tail on there nice. The next thing we're going to do, and this was very dear to me too.
Tina Turner Classics?
No, I wanted to get you to say something about a tape though. It's the vinyl tubing.
Oh, you got the vinyl tubing.
Well, this was the piece that held in my catheter after I got back from Koh Samui.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Times were tough, man.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying the bills. Hit the
we got
camera.
a little bit of an earthquake there.
It's gonna jam out here in a second. There we go. Hopefully it's not too bad.
It's magnified. There's an
Is
earthquake.
it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Now we got my old Yanni live from the Greek Orpheum tape here. Some people like Kenny G.
That was side B though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Kenny G was a loser. Yanni was the goods. So we got a nice piece of vinyl tubing. We got Yanni tied on there live at the Orpheum. And we're gonna let it sit like that for a second. And I'm gonna grab some dubbing here. I don't know what color. What color should we go with? I'm colorblind, so what color would you say those big stoneflies we saw in the river were today?
Dark olive. That's what you
Dark
said in
olive?
the-
Yeah, but I'm colorblind. So
Dark olive
okay.
black.
We're gonna go dark olive.
You actually had to read the label. That was awesome.
Yeah?
For those people that
You think
didn't
that's
see that,
awesome
that was
being
pretty-
colorblind?
No, the whole thing you read in the actual label and not just putting dark. Yeah, that was
At least I can read.
Thank God. Thank God I can see colors.
That's coming out of Brad. He can barely spell his own damn name.
So you can see.
That's what we shortened it from Brad. It's actually Bradley.
Yeah, it was Brad. Now they just call me B.
You have a satellite for a flight or
All right, got a bunch of nice dubbing
Yeah, we'll have
placed on there, so we're gonna start wrapping this from the back forward. I'm just holding that material to stop it from rolling. You can build these things bodies up as big as you like, and we're not going with any rubber legs on this because we don't want to take away from its buggeriness if you should ever find yourself in a lake.
There's
Which-
a lot of case cats in there too, man. I've
Oh,
seen a
there's-
lot of.
that thing is way too close, man.
Is it too
Can we
close?
get a? Is there a boom guy around? No, I'll get
Well, we can back it out a little
No,
bit.
no,
You
it's
want to
all
back it out?
back that thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay, don't keep moving it. Just leave it be. You're okay.
Okay, we're good here.
go back.
I just got to tighten my game up. Okay, now I'm going to take Yanni and roll him over that dubbing.
Over the back.
Yeah, we're going over the back with it, kind of like you'd make a scud. Like a scud back. We'll get a nice cinch on there. All right, so we got that scud back rolled on there nice. We got that vinyl tubing sticking out. I'm just going to snip that off right there. And I'm going to take this vinyl tubing. Oh, it's nice stretchy stuff too. Really cinched down on this this Yanni tape here. And I'm gonna tie that off there. So now we got a bit of a section body. If you got a little dubbing picker, you can pull away at that.
Velcro strip here somewhere.
That's all right. Just give an idea. I got it with my fingers here. Gives it some nice sectioning.
No, I haven't
Then
had a Velcro strip.
I'm going to take another piece of Yanni. Cinch that on there.
Honey.
Here's where we're going to make some legs up here with our nice piece of black saddle hackle.
There's this little chunk of Velcro here.
Okay, we'll dress it up
That'll bug it
afterwards.
out.
And I'm just going to tie that on there, like so. And don't be afraid to use a lot of thread because you want to build it up a little bit. Get it looking a bit chunky, and I'm just going to grab that tag, and snip her off there. Grab another bit of dubbing. I'm going to go a little heavier here because we're trying to build up the the front end of this stonefly. Nice and fat. Oh yeah. There we go. We got our body tied up. Don't worry if it's a bit plump. just more for the fish to grab. You know what I'm saying? We are so freestyle and live here. We didn't even come in prepared with tools or anything. You don't need hackle pliers. Let's
Right.
dial
See
it
you
in.
guys.
Yeah.
Wrap that off there. Clink. Now I'm just going to take my scissors, cut a nice flat bit off the top of the old girl here. I'm going to bring Yanni back on over. And if you have scud back or just improvising, I like to use a bit of scud back, that kind of plasticky, stretchy stuff. That does the business, makes nice sectioning.
Well, I mean, it's tough to come by cassette tape nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
It is. We had to dig deep into the classics there.
We did. So I got my cassette tape off over the hackle there. Now I'm just going to do a couple whip finishes here. Don't worry if you're catching a bit of hackle in there, because I find with these flies, the buggier they look, the better. Pretty flies only catch dumb fishermen. You tie up what works.
Yeah, there's always that 2 fish in, then they start working once they start to unravel a bit.
Yeah.
Really,
But that's when they start working their best. So you can kind of see you got the profile back of a stonefly there. The hackle to simulate some legs. And the body's nice and built up. You got the thorax and abdomen. And I think this hackle was a bit long, so I'm just going to do a
little brush cut.
You know, just trim her a little bit. 'Cause even the fish like them a little less hairy. And there we go. That is your
You got
sheet
a little
fly.
chunk of Velcro there if you wanted to bug it out.
Yeah, we could bug it out.
Show them what's up. Bug out.
That's a little chunk of Velcro right there, according to Brad.
Just a
So
little.
what we'll do is we'll just you can just dust the back. I'm gonna pull it with my fingers. I like that more. Oh yeah, that is so ugly and sheety. But the fish just love them. As soon as that gets in the water, gets wet, has a bunch of lead and a bead on it, so it gets right down.
Did you fish that with a strike indicator?
That's how I like to
Dead
fish it.
drifting?
Or if you're standing on a big hole that's got a lot of current, you put it on a heavy sink line and put it right to the bottom, drift it back and forth. But it's nymphing, right? And you know what they say? Anything goes when it comes to bows, because nymphing ain't easy. That's your Friday night fly.
Here, let's go up top here. You can bless us with some more of that humor. That's pretty good stuff.
Bless you with more humor.
Yeah, that's good.
That was
That's a-
Friday night flies. You got your sheet fly there. Works for me as a stone fly, but tied one for Jesse last year. Worked in the lake as a woolly bugger. Smashing them. So go outside, tie some sheet flies. If you don't have scud back, grab an old cassette tape. And if you want to tie them big, use a VHS tape.